Hello everyone. Today our motivational topic is life is challenge. With life being subjective, it might seem reasonable to make the argument that some people do not face difficulties in life. It's easy to assume that because someone is not facing the same challenges as you, then their life must be perfect. Realistically speaking, this is a projection of your own difficulties in life. Everyone has their own challenges to face, and just because they are not the same as yours doesn't mean that they do not exist or are not valid as challenges. Just because someone has not faced the same challenges as you doesn't make their life absent of challenges. Everyone has their own subjective experience. There is no universal definitions of a personal challenge. For some people, getting out of bed in the morning may be the hardest challenge they face in their day. For of any for any of you who have suffered from a history of mental illness, you know that while these doesn't sound difficult, it can be an insufferable challenge for many. In oppositions to these, many work long hours for minimal pay across the world, arguably as slave labor. I am sure that they would both agree they have challenges in their lives. And while you may have your opinions about which one is to be considered more challenging, that's a matter of your own opinion. In our subjective experience, we define ourselves what constitute a challenge. And while we all manage and experience challenge differently, one thing is for sure, and that's that we all experience it. If you know of anyone who has not experienced any challenges in life, please tell them to reach out. I would love to talk to them, however, I am afraid they don't exist. Even in my short time on this earth, it's obvious to me that challenges or challenge finds its way to every single one of us, no exceptions. Part of what separates us as individuals is how we manage these challenges. How we handle the challenges that life throws at us is one of the most influential factors in the outcome of our lives. This is the case because these challenges can be make or break situations that have the ability to hinder our progresses in life, whatever that might mean for you, or develop us into stronger human beings. Often unwillingly, you are called to become a more capable person, or rarely is it comfortable, but you will usually come out the older side knowing more about what you are made of. And while these challenges by nature are usually things you would never wish upon a person, having lived through them can be a moment for profound personal growth. Part of what makes the challenges in our lives is so interesting is that they are often unwillingly pursuits, situations cast upon us without regard for our fears or desires in some ways. This is that makes them so profound. Often you don't really have a choice in the matter. You either run away or face them. And interesting conclusions can be formed for these unwanted situations if challenges is inevitable and often unwanted. What might life look like if challenge was willingly embraced instead? Firstly, I might add that life can be difficult for many people. It's rare to find someone who has everything put together. So we will preface these by saying embracing the challenges that are currently present in your life. First is a wise decision before seeking to create more challenges for yourself, it's best to address the already present ones. It's unfortunate, but many are on the edge of drowning as it is increasing the challenges load for them. Many only do more harm. However, for these of you who feel like you have got a grip on life and are looking for a little extra spice, I have got some words for you. When you face challenges in life, we grow. However, sitting around and waiting for them is probably not the best way of doing things. The unfortunate nature of life's challenges is that they are usually things you would prefer not to do, or they probably would not be much of a challenge. By every definitions, a challenge is difficult. However, we have an alternative options. While yes, a challenge must be difficult, it doesn't have to be unwilling. It is inevitable that life will throw you challenges you could ever never predicted. But nothing is stopping you from going out and finding the challenges that you actually want to be doing. Challenges where you get to decide exactly what should happen. Returning to the ideas that challenge is subjective. You have the power to define your own challenges and take upon the responsibility of putting yourself through difficulties at your own pace. This is what's so special about choosing challenge. You get to make the rules. You don't get to decide the nature of the challenges life will throw you, but you do get to decide the nature of the challenges you throw at yourself. However, the biggest blockage to making it to this step is being willing to embrace the challenges you have already been dealt. Life throws you the unknown and the potentially unwanted first. If you are prepared to accept these challenges and face them, you create space for your own challenges. Challenges you get to decide. You live to grow in some regard, and life doesn't questions whether you want to or not. It just gives you challenges, and it's up to you whether you want to face them or not. You see, all have the opportunity to grow and develop ourselves. The differences is that some people refuse the opportunity when it is dealt to them. Others passively accept the cards they have been dealt and do only what's required. And some even willingly take on more challenge because they see the value of pushing oneself, none of which is an inappropriate choice. It's merely a matter of choice. When you have the courage to face first the challenges that life has dealt us, it gives us the strength to begin taking on extra challenges. We can tailor these challenges to meet any number of objectives. It can be growth in sport, fitness, relationship, business, health, or even family. Willingly embracing challenges gives you the power to target specific areas of your life, areas that you may feel need development rather than a passive acceptance of whatever challenges life is currently giving you. You have the power to develop any aspect of your experience that you can sufficiently design a challenge for. Can't create the right challenge for yourself? Someone out there can, I am sure of it. I will caveat the previous message by saying that if you are willing to embracing new challenges in life, we should still be aware of the challenges that life is throwing at us. Just because you woke up and decide to choose your own challenges today does not mean the world is suddenly going to stop giving giving you its own. Learning to balance and maintain the relationship between our chosen challenges and the ones life throws at us is an essential part of being able to embrace challenges in general. It's not unheard of for life to give us more than we are interested in taking when it comes to challenge. In such situations, our chosen challenges may need to take a back seat to the more immediate issues that have been thrown at us. Caveat over. What makes challenges so special is that it's a deeply personal thing. Challenge looks different for everyone, and when it comes to choosing it willingly, it reveals a lot about who we are and what we want in life. To willingly embark on something difficult, someone painful, and usually time and resources consuming, there must be some truly deep personal meaning being exposed. In not so many words, what I am wishing to communicate is the idea that we should embrace challenges instead of running from it, because the whole nature of challenge itself change when we choose to create it for ourselves instead of passively accepting or flat out refusing it. We have the opportunity to create our own growth, but it requires the courage to overcome the unwanted and the undesirable first. I would go as far as to say that challenges is a tool that you can use to educate yourself on yourself when you face situations, particularly the difficult ones. It offers you the opportunity to expose yourselves on a deeper level, a part of you that may not have had the opportunity to present itself in every life. Challenges ask us to reach insights, to dig for extra resources, to see what we have available to meet the demands of the world around us. Maybe you don't have what it takes, but by attempting challenges, you learn what's really available to you. What are you willing to give? What are you willing to take? To whom and for how long? Questions that maintain a questions until we are prepared to answer them or we are forced to. The very nature of challenges asks you to explore your boundaries regardless of how small or big they may be. Challenges only ask that you start pushing past wherever the line is drawn for you. In all aspects of life, we have limits which are often set incorrectly or never even explored. This is the gift that challenges can offer us, the opportunity to update our perceived limits or even push beyond them. Challenge is not a weight upon our shoulders, but rather a gift that lifts the burden of life progressively off us. We are so used to getting up and living life every day that we are blissful, unaware of the weight that are always carried around with us. The ever present challenge of life is a weight that we have grown accustomed to carrying. It's by embracing challenges that we can develop our abilities and begin to strengthen the metaphorical muscles that we are used every day to carry the weight of life itself. See, challenges don't grow you in a abstractions from the rest of your life. If you complete a challenge in one aspect of your life, you develop not only there but in many other aspects of your life too. Confidence is one of the main benefits of facing challenges. In many ways, confidence is a miracle cure. I hopefully need not mention that confidence without skill can be quite harmful. So, what I am really referring to is a confidence boost, because rarely does our confidence exactly match our abilities depending on the individuals. We are sure to over or under assume our abilities. I feel it's more likely we under assume because human beings are incredible. I think we could all surprise ourselves with what we are actually made of, should it need to come out once day. Speaking from experience, having been able to accomplish challenges that I have set for myself has given me an incredible boost in confidence. So that's the end of the video, my friends. If you like my blogs, please subscribe and share my motivational channel. Thanks, Adam. Thanks a lot and have a good day.